Hey, good afternoon. Yeah, I set it back a whole maybe hour and a half or something because I was listening to some of the content creators on YouTube. Good afternoon to everybody that will come up here later on or do a replay or watch a replay of what I'm saying
YouTube.
today. I am well aware that there are a lot of other content creators out there giving their opinions about stuff and talking about things going on crazy in my sector of the sector, beefing sector, which, I cut my teeth on. I was part of it. And I still have thoughts about things that are going on in the streets. I want to say that I let people know that I do listen and I form an opinion every once in a while. And the things that I really want to say, sometimes I don't say them because I don't feel like cursing out a lot of people or getting up here acting out. But they say when you don't do it, you're weak. Well, by no stretch of the imagination am I weak with my thoughts and my heart. But I am weak when it comes to wanting to just downgrade people and make them feel lower than what they feel. Yeah, we can roast and gag and all this stuff, but now things are getting serious. And just for the record, I want people to know I'm not going to be what you want me to be. I'm going to be what I am going to be. So if I get up here and curse or say something out of the way, it'll be for my own benefit. Well, if I get up here and disagree with you on something, it's because I feel that it's not right. If I want to get up here and agree on something with you, I don't expect a whole bunch of trolling, but I know what the trolls do and I know how they work out here in the world. And it's not just only on YouTube that trolls work. They work in our everyday lives. We always find somebody negative that'll come up and say some fucked up shit when you're having a conversation, or you'll find somebody that'll come up here and type something in your chat or say something in your chat to really take you off your game. And if a lot of people know the ins and outs of filibustering or debating, then there's always that one question or that one thing that'll make you leave the subject and do whatever, you say that you're doing. Do I go up against competition? No, I'm not going up against any competition. I'm not trying to make anybody come up here or tell me to drop the link so they can get up here and say some foul stuff. But what I will do every once in a while is come up and give you my thoughts on the people on YouTube that I've listened to this week, and I thought had some good things to say and some good conversations. Also, I will come up here and tell you of some people that have some foul ass conversations of the week. You know, so let's begin with the good things of the week. For me, last week. Uh, I know people don't like people. They say they don't listen and all this bullshit. But let's be honest. Even if we don't listen to the whole truth, we'll go out and listen to the half truth, or we will go try to get clips of people that have said something or done something here and make a big issue out of it. Just for the record, my thought on Vegas trips. I personally don't care who goes to Vegas, how they get to Vegas, or what's going on. I see storylines. I see people lying about being in, even in the BET experience out in Vegas. I see people lying about, well, we're going to do this. We're going to get married. We're going to, come on, people. A lot of this stuff is for attention. A lot of it is for a drama. A lot of it is for, like I said, to make content. I have content too, but I have drama too, but I'm not gonna I'm not going to say right now what it is, but I will tell you that if we look at each other's community board or look at the comments people left, you will see certain people up there that aren't supposed to be there or with you or anything else. But yet they want to make like, well, let's just say that they let you know that they're following you. I'll put it that way. And I know people follow me on here, and I don't give a damn if nobody comes up or says anything right now because these are just my thoughts for today. Just for the record, I like to say that, yeah, I do listen to controversial people like Pizza, Read the Heart of Philadelphia. Uh, what's her name? I know she's going to kill me. Kwani, uh, Truth Enterprise, you know. But I also listen to people like Miss Olivia. I listen to Faith Yaya. I listen to Lady Nika. I also listen to the other content creators such as KRN, King Roman News, Treasure Lane, which to me is James, will always be James, Duchess, even though Duchess, he deleted one platform or channel and then now he's back again. He does little shorts and supposedly his page got struck. You know, I listen to people, like I said, Rodney, let's just say I'm nosy, okay? I'm nosy. Because of why? Because they got me out there doing it. Because I like listening. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and tell you I don't listen to that person. I don't listen to people that when I get in to hit the chat, it's always controversy going on. And especially when you're cussing out each other, and I can't understand a word each person's saying, and I can't hear everything somebody has to say. Do I like the cursing out? No, not really. But hey, that's in our human nature. We will get up here and curse each other out. It's been that way from the beginning of time. But one thing I do want to say, I want to say other people like Deidre, we called her Miss Dee Dee Loop Loop. I thank you for supporting me and listening at times. Uh, I also listen to people like Dee Dee Love. Dee Dee Love has a great platform. A lot of people don't agree with her. And I noticed on here that a majority of people that I listen to from the beefing sector I'm talking about right now, are women and gay men and lesbians. But there are also some straight men on here too. I'm not going to try to label anybody or what they are or whom they are anymore because it speaks for themselves. You know, a lot of things speak for themselves on here. The only thing that I would wish that people would be more honest about their sexuality, their roles in sexuality. That way, it's left up to that person. If they want to listen to that person, if they want to hear that person, they'll stay. If not, just move on. You know, there's a lot of gay people that don't want to listen to straight men. Good afternoon, TC. I see you up there, dear. Well, I hope you're enjoying your vacation, sweetheart. I really do. I'm getting ready to get up out of here in a month or two, and I'm going on vacation myself. And I will be posting where I'm at and what I'm doing. But all in all, I'm going to have fun. Like I said before, there are things on here on YouTube that, just for the record, I do listen. Do I kiss and tell? I have. I said I never kiss and tell, but it seems like to me I may have to break out of that shell. I don't have IG, so nobody can hit me up on Instagram and tell me what somebody's doing. I mean, I got it, but I don't use it. I don't use TikTok, to post things up on. I just come on here on YouTube and and just be me. Uh, when I have an opinion about something, I'll let people know about it. Thank you for showing your support, dear. Also, when I come up here, I come up here to have fun. Really, I basically started out doing the music and that went haywire. Now it's getting so now that we can play music and do things. And I'm hoping to do a little bit better things with the music that I do. But like I said, just for the record, I have opinions just like everybody else has opinions. And I'm not going to judge myself too harshly about not being able to get out and speak about what I need to speak about, because that's what a lot of people on here do. They'll sit back and they'll be quiet. They won't say anything. They let it fester. And before you know it, their health is messed up. Their uh, everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. They're hating, hating, hating. Now, did I listen to Kwani the other day? Yes, I did. And Kwani, I want to say to you, and I don't care what nobody says on these YouTube streets about this thing I'm finna say to Kwani. As a human being, Kwani, I understand what you're going through and what you've been through, far as hurting, feeling feelings for other people. But sometimes we do have to take a break from this bullshit. We do have to get away from listening to what a person might say, quit taking phone calls, quit taking messages from people that really want to keep up bullshit. I know everyone. I heard one person say it was about the guy Brown there in St. Louis, but no, it was more about the YouTuber. There goes my phone. I gotta decline that right now. Uh, it's about the baby and the YouTuber that the poor baby, unfortunately passed away. That touched you. That touched me also, Kwani. But to let it get to me to the point to where that's all I think about, that's all I do. No. Yeah, it hurts when a child passes away. It hurts when people in the family pass away. But you also have to remember, Kwani, that life goes on. You can't waddle in the past. You can't waddle in what might have been. Uh, you say things on here. Everybody knows that you say things, and I even got onto you about saying things. But I am praying for you, Kwani. If nobody else on here likes it, what I'm saying, then that's too bad. I do pray for you, Kwani, as a human being, because I don't want to see any of our people suffering, especially Black people. But it seems like to me, that's what we do. We sit around and we gossip and we give innuendos about each other. And then when something tragic happens, we want to break out the, oh God, this, oh God, that. Karma is not something that happens to us for doing wrong. It's going to happen anyway. And as I say, life goes on, dear. Life goes on. So you continue doing you. You continue doing you on YouTube. And when I disagree with you, I'll say something. But I also know that people hurt here on these damn channels. And there are people out there that don't have anybody, that their families don't care. So what they do, they get on here and try to find that love. We always tell each other on here, the love is within yourself. Yeah, the love is within ourselves, but when we want to get out there and spew just hatred, instead of telling each other that, hey, I love myself and I'm not going to do a lot of this bullshit, it becomes being ostracized. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to hear about you loving yourself. They do want to hear about you sitting up there losing your house, your home, having to move, the downfalls and the pits that we all will be going through in life. Like I said, I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life, but I choose not to talk about the downs too much because it does make me down. It does get me down. So I'm just asking you for real, Kwani, just be yourself. Keep being yourself. But also remember, you're going to be criticized, you're going to be ridiculed, just like I've been. But I've taken steps, and believe me, I've taken steps to let them know that, hey, I'm not taking it anymore. And if we have to do the unexplainable things, it's not unexplainable, because when we hurt, we're going to lash back out. We're going to say things that will make people controversial on a lot of stuff. I've heard a lot of people on here do it, including myself. So I'm not leaving myself out. I listened to James yesterday. I didn't drop down because, like I said, when you drop down in a platform or a channel and you type your name in, that gives the trolls ammunition. They already are trying to keep black people divided. And grant you, you have to listen. Some of the trolls, the way that they say things and do things, I don't believe most of them are black, really. I'm going to say it. That's the way I believe, just for the record. But one thing I do want to say to you women out there, I've loved women all my life. Okay, let's face it. I've had good women, I've had bad women. I had women who have came even here on YouTube to try to make a goddamn fool of me. Did I forgive them for it? Yeah, I forgave them for it, but I also know that, like I said, you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And when I see that you became that enemy because you were mad with me being a real man with you, then hey, that's your problem. I didn't go on here trying to low rate you or down rate you or anything else. You came here, and you guys know who I'm talking about. You came on here and tried to hurt my feelings. I'm continue living. I'm continue doing the things that I love to do in life. And I hope you are too. But I'm going to let everybody know, yeah, she asked me to unblock her, and she had some, I unblocked her. You know why? Because as a man, I feel that you shouldn't hate what you once loved. I said once. I didn't say I still do. Do I have feelings in my heart for her as a human being? Yes. As a woman? Yes. Because like I said, I've always loved women. Even with my exes, those that are still living, those that are past, I still love them, but I know how to stay away and not be controversial as he's begging and looking for her again. No, no, I'm not doing that. I do things because I was taught differently when it comes to a relationship between a man and a woman. Women and women with their relationships is different from a heterosexual man and a straight woman. They're even different with two, as JB wants to put it, same loving gender men, you know. So you can't equate relationships of different sexes, different races, and different things with everybody as the same. It's not the same. It'll never be the same. Well, hello, Ligil. I see you're here. Thank you for being here. Uh, as I was explaining, trying to explain, things are not for me as drastic as they seem to be. Okay. I'm not going to sit up here and be an angel, you know, because the devil gets in my heart too. Jay Barnes, thank you. The devil hits me too once in a while. Do I want to cuss? Do I want to raise hell? Oh, hell yeah, I do. But when you do it and society looks at you as a man doing that, say even to a woman, you're ostracized. Let a woman do it to a man, that's what he deserves. But all in all, I don't care anymore. I don't care. You want to talk about my past relationships and everything. Let's put it this way, people. They're in the past. They're no more. I have someone that I'm happy with. I have someone that understands that I'm a man. you know, and a man will be a man, just like a woman will be a woman. Let me put it this way. A man cannot do no more than what a woman lets him do. So, ladies, you're going to have to start deciding for yourself. How far do you want to go with that man? How far do you want that man to take you into a path of not thinking for yourself, not being yourself? And women got to think about other women too that do that stuff to them because they're jealous of that woman that's got a good man that takes care of her and does things. Because ladies, you are blessed. You are blessed. And the way the world is looking now today, divided, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I'm going to say is that if you're together as a unit, you stay as a unit. You don't let anybody come in and conquer and divide you because they want to try to change you with all the love that you have for that person. They're not loved, so they don't want you to be loved. And that goes for the men in this sector and other sectors. When they come in and talk about you like that, they're not being loved or they're hurt. And instead of them talking to the person that hurt them, they take it out on everybody else. They do. And like I said, trolling is a big game here on YouTube. It's a big game. So is doxing. But let me tell you, folks, start reading your laws. Start paying attention to what Congress is doing, not only federal wise, not only state wise, but federal wise on a federal level. Doxing is getting to be a very serious business. And even if a person doxes themselves, like I have done, and like I explained before, it doesn't make it right for you to come out here and try to bully, try to antagonize, and try to make a person seem that they're lower than what they already feel. Do I feel low about the shit that's going on in my life? No, no, because it was part of me growing up and me becoming old as I am to be able to get out here and talk about this shit. If I want to go into detail, I'll go into detail. But when I go into the real truth and the detail of the matter, I ask you once again, let's not take the story and rewrite it the way you wanted to rewrite it just to get your clicks and views. Because there will be rebuttals. And there not only will be rebuttals, there'll be times, like I said, we've seen people on here go to court, suing somebody for what they said on YouTube or posting a picture of them on YouTube in an unflattering way. But yet we go back every day and hoping that we'll see it again. But when they start nipping it in the bud, you got the AI bots and all this bullshit coming up. Pay attention to all that shit. Let's get together for once and fight the powers that be. That little money that we get here on YouTube and people trying to tell you how to monetize your stuff so you can get that little check. It's all a farce. It's all a ruse. It's all a ruse. People do it for the love of money. Let me get away from that because for the love of money is what a lot of people have broken up for, or they gave up their self dignity for. So, like I said, just be mindful. Just be mindful. Now, I've heard several discussions about the debate last night between the president and the candidate that wants to be president again. We have the lesser of two evils. We all already know that they're both up in age and old, as we say. They're older than I am running for president. Black people, I just want to reiterate what's brought you here and kept you here. Number one is the grace of God. But what's helping you with the economy is what we have to look at. and what we have to think about. Are you living better than you were 4 years ago? Or are you living better than you were 8 years ago? Or go back 12 years ago? We all know that we had something to stop people from going to work every day, socializing. We had that, uh, you know, yeah, when COVID struck, because they talked about it in the debate. When the COVID hit, we know what it did to the world. We know we were cut off from everybody, even our own relatives and family. So, are we better off than what we were when that occurred? Are things getting better for us? Do your fact checking, as they said, fact check. Listen, I listen to both candidates, and like I said, Trump didn't do anything but dodge questions. Biden, though he's older, he's not as sharp as, they say what the sharpest tack in the box, but he knows the ins and outs of politics. He's not trying to be there to, he wasn't there to tear a person down, which his opponent tried to do, to try to put himself up on a pedestal and make himself look so good. We all know that he is on trial now for a lot of things. I've seen people write down in chats and in things, even on Facebook messages, that if we can elect a felon president, then we can excuse all felons. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. I'm not telling you how to vote, but I'm not telling you you need to vote. All I'm just saying is do what's best for you. You trust someone that wants to get out and dictate and take away your rights, your freedoms as a people that you have fought so hard for and so long for, and even you women that believe in abortion, it's all right to have a say. You want to have a say over your body. You want to have a say what doctor you go to and all this. Do the right thing in your heart. Don't do it just to be popular with the world, because popularity sometimes brings about distrust, or you find out later that you were screwed. Let's face it, even with our biggest supporters of people in the entertainment industry, our hearts have been broken. I've heard people say that they were disgusted in the way somebody came out and found out about this, but we didn't think about it when it was all fun and games. We didn't think about it when it was entertainment. They were out there dancing and doing their stuff. The powers that be lets us be. And once we start speaking out against them, that's when they'll shut you down. The debate to me, there was no winners or losers in all. That'll come through when you do that election this year. When you get out there and vote, that's when you'll see the winners or losers. I paid attention to what was said, and I looked at how each candidate reacted, facial wise, expression wise. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to vote, but I do know that I'm not going backwards. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going backwards. I, I, as an older guy, an older man, I listen. Like I said, I listen to YouTube. I listen to a lot of content creators, and there's some of them that I admire, some of them that I despise because they're always shooting out negativity. They troll people. They try to get things, in disarray. And then they also dox. Let me tell you, people, doxing is a federal crime, believe it or not. You can go to the federal government and start complaining to your congressman or your statesman or that person within your area. They will have something done about that. Doxing is a crime. Now, unless that person gives you permission to, or they come up here, say, like I do with my real name and everything, like I did when I first came on YouTube, I can expect people to look me up. But do I expect them to bring out everything I've done in my lifetime? No. So why did you do it? That's the big question. Why? What were you trying to prove? Yeah. I don't care what you've done in life as long as you're productive. Now, okay, the shit that happened to me has been well over 13 years ago, even 20 years ago. I've had several jobs. I held down a job. I retired. After I retired, I found out I got sick. When I was in the joint, I got sick. I got out, went to work anyway, and things happened. But along the course of the way, I met a lot of fine, good people out there. People that didn't care about your past. People didn't care that you struggled. They helped. We're talking about things on YouTube. When people need help, it's great to get out there and show your support. But you don't show the support and then you turn around and talk about the support you gave because it really wasn't in your heart. You just want to brag on yourself. I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just saying that I thank all of those that support me being here on YouTube. I thank all those that support me and with the things that I do on YouTube, such as my music platform. That is what brings me joy when I can play that music and everybody comes up and they're saying hello, hi to one another, and having fond memories. Like I said, music does bring back some sadness, but it also brings back joy. And I want to thank you guys for that. I really do. And to all those out there that I may miss at some time saying hello to on the YouTube platform when I'm up there with people, I try to say hello to everybody, but I know we can't. But am I going to get mad because you don't speak back? No, that's another thing. Because I know we're busy using 3, 4, 5 different gadgets. We might miss something. Somebody will come up and we'll go over there to their platform and listen. But I want to say, people, as a black man and as a older black man here on YouTube, life has been rough. I went through the segregation part of life long before a lot of you were even born on here. I've seen the way different generations were brought up, how we've gotten lost in really helping one another and trying to sit down at the table and welcome somebody that has a good idea or a great idea to support somebody else, black. I just want to say the debate sucked. I'll just put it straight up. It sucked. But I also have hope. I also have hope. And for those that did a thing during the debate, after the debate, thank you guys. Thank you guys for voicing your opinions and different people that came up and gave their opinions on it. You know, talking about things can only make things either better because they're not going to make it worse. What makes it worse is when we sit up there and constantly criticize and don't have any positivity to get out of it. But Miss Olivia, I want to say thank you for your positivity. If you guys haven't heard Miss Olivia's last two lives, then you should go back and listen. Now, some people come up here and do 3 or 4 lives or 5 lives a day, and it's hard to keep up with everything. But I want to say between Ronnie Q, Miss Olivia, listening to you guys about the presidential debate afterwards, I thank you. The Hood Table, I'm waiting on you to do your thing, about the debate. I listen to Jay. I listen to JW. I call him PB now because everybody knows why I'm mad at him about his thing. He, to me, no, no. If you're gonna talk about the debate, talk about it. Don't make it about other people. You know, don't sit around and call people names just to, like you said. If you're doing it for the coins, you're the buffoonery on here. You're the step and fetch it of the YouTube sector, black sector, that is, white sector, black sector, beefing sector, Mo3. You're the buffoon to me. I'm gonna let you know because you talk about women too damn much. You try to low rate them. As far as you going to Vegas, I don't give a fuck if you go to Vegas or not. Yeah, I said it. Just don't be sitting in the library all the time. Okay, people, I'm just gonna get off of here and let you know that I'll be listening. If someone has some negative commentary about me, so be it. That's because I don't agree with everything that everybody says, but you have a right to say it. But when I come back to you with the fact check, like they did last night in that debate, let's do it. Far as doxing, never will, don't want to, don't care to dox you. But I will tell my truth and my story about the lie that you put out there. Be good to yourself out there. Natasha, I seen where you text me in my chat, said you were in Baltimore. Hope you had a wonderful time, but I'm doing well. Oh, and let me go back to mixology. Thank you, dear. I seen you last night having fun, getting out there, enjoying yourself. You're another person that makes me feel good, really good. Know that there's more to life than YouTube. And yeah, you can put it up on YouTube, but yet you're enjoying life. Your cooking, your food, and everything has been wonderful. That I do really appreciate. I really, really do. So, people, I'm going to get off of here. It's like 90 something degrees already. I'm going to go try to cool off. I'm not going out anywhere, but I will be at home, sitting at home, listening, taking notes, writing down things. Ladies, don't let the green grass fool you. It's not greener on the other side because there's weeds out there. And if you don't have the Roundup to kill them weeds, they're gonna try to suck you bone dry. And I don't mean that literally. They're gonna try to take your platform, take your channels, and do everything to you to make you feel less of a woman. I like strong women. I like happy women. So stay strong. Fight for your right to party, as they say. But let's not forget we are all of one accord. We're all one people. We're all one race. And as Olivia said, we're in a struggle here. And until we're willing to sit down and really have discussions about things and be serious without bringing somebody else up with their past or the shit that they did, it won't do any good. It's not doing any good. Anybody any good. So let me get off here before I get to rambling. And I know how people hate ramblers. And for all you guys that'll be replaying this or listening to it, even if you listen to it for 3 or 4 minutes, thank you for the click and the view. Like, subscribe, and share if you want to, because I do share a lot of you guys out, even at the times when I don't want to. So, with that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Don't be stressed, as the old girls say. And I love you as Jesus loves you. Thank you all for being here. Bye bye.